Hello and welcome back. Today I thought I'd give you a quick overview of my rig. So basically, here's my rig. It's an 80/20 rig, designed by myself. It houses three 34-inch ultra-wide screens, one 1440p 27-inch screen 16:9, direct drive wheel, wireless keyboard, wireless mouse. It has an X55 HOTUS installed. It obviously has the steering wheel. It has my custom-made button box. Has a Fanatec pedals, and all of this is configured to be as user-friendly as possible. I've made two hinge brackets, which I shall show you in a moment. They basically move into position when I need, or when I want to, I should say, play any flight space sim. So really the rig is trying to be as flexible as possible. You know, I've designed it with racing first and foremost, but I want to try and expand on the potential of the rig, so I've made it so you can incorporate flight into it as well if you really want to. So what I'll do a few more shots now, some close-ups, and you can see closer of what we're talking about and what we're dealing with. So here you are at the position where you would normally be sliding yourself in to sit at the rig, and in a way the throttle controller you see there also doubles up as it's almost like a door. So if you want to use flight, as you can see, it's all wired in. You can pull in on this part, push it in as far as you need it, and you then are ready to access the flight controls. So as you can see then, it's in, it's sturdy. There's a little bit of movement when you use it, but you know what, that is very stiff, and to be honest, when you're sitting down using it in a game, I don't really notice anything there. And considering that flight isn't really my main use, I'm more than happy with the performance of the way these are configured and working. So again, move it back out, and again, very stiff. You've got to use quite a bit of force to move it. So what we'll do now, we'll move around the rig, so I'll jump to the next section. These are the Fanatec V3 inverted pedals. I got one of my favourite purchases. Yes, there's probably better pedals out there. For the money though, the fact they come with vibration as well. If I changed from these to other pedals, you know, you've got to be spending at least £500 to £600 minimum, probably closer to 1,000. And if truth be told, I think I'd miss the vibration feature. I do enjoy having the vibration on the pedals, and I know that if I do change these pedals in the future, I'd probably look to add vibration back to any new set of pedals. Next up is the button box I made. This was just a simple button box. It uses a Leo Bodner 32 switch USB connector. It cost around £30 if I remember correctly. The box itself was probably no more than a fiver, and then it's just a matter of purchasing the buttons. The beauty of it, it's all pretty much plug and play. There's no soldering required. So it's relatively straightforward, and it will map with anything in any game. I've never had a problem mapping the buttons to this, and if anything goes wrong, it's really easy to fix, because again, you don't have to desolder or resolder. It's just a matter of just check the cable and make sure it's inserted correctly. And I must admit, I've probably only ever had to do that once. So as long as you're push fitting it right the first time, you're not going to have an issue really. So there's the main, that's one of the main expenses for the rig. That's the wheel. So That's a direct drive motor. It's mounted to a slimline button box and an eBay wheel. So the wheel I think was what, £50. I think it's about a 340 mil wheel. And it's a great little wheel, I must admit. It's considering the amount I paid on it, I can't complain. If I move that slightly behind there, that's the screen I use, which is a Honor 9 Lite. Great little phone. Aspect ratio really works well. Plenty of screen real estate. Contemplating upgrading to an 8-inch screen. Bigger would be too big. But yeah, if I do change it, it'll probably be to an 8-inch tablet. But I'll need to find one that doesn't have a lot of bezel, because I just don't want bezels everywhere. And again, having a larger screen would probably be better, but I must admit that's done me proud so far. So here you can see the keyboard, the mouse, the Handbrake from Heusinkveld, all solidly mounted to the rig. I've gone for a wireless keyboard because I don't want to mess around too much. It's Bluetooth. I think it's got, what, 2 AA batteries in there. I haven't even changed them since I bought it, and I've had it since Christmas last year. Absolutely amazing little keyboard. If you want something small, compact, no wires, I'd recommend going for that. Same with the mouse, just a cheap, basic Logitech mouse. Wi-Fi technology again, you know, little dongle into the PC, and again, no issues whatsoever. As you can see, tucked away in the corner, that's the flight stick. I'll try and reach across for that one. It's going to be quite awkward because everything's in the way. If I come down here, I need to push this back. And as you can see, that pulls the flight stick around and into position, ready for use. And I'll do that again so you can see how this works. You need to, if the shifter's out in front, you know, in neutral, shift it into a gear, away obviously from the rig, or shift it into reverse. I usually do back and right. And then you can just pull the rig around into position, which then gives you full flight mode. And when you're all done with flight, push back, shifter out, and you're back, and you can start your driving again. Yes, the rig does have a Vive as well, so that's one of the stations is docked to the rig. It's cable tied on because I don't want to be drilling the mounting bracket. However, it's perfectly fine. It's currently not wired in because I must admit I do find it a lot easier just jumping straight on the screens. You know, yes, having the Vive is great. You can crack it out. I can have a quick go in here. I can have Room Scale in the main room behind me. But really, triple screens, it's just so much more convenient. Just to, you know, get that all in. Too many times I've tried something like racing in the Vive only to have the headset drift off of me. So you do have to keep an eye on it and keep a check. And I think so far I'm preferring triple screens, and plus the resolution is a win-win, because as much as I enjoy how, say, the Vive draws you into a game and makes you feel like you really are part of the game, with the lack of resolution, for me at least anyway, I find it kind of lets the side down. So far, I've tried both. For me, I'm preferring triple screens, but everyone's different, and I'm sure your mileage will vary as well. For the microphone on the rig, which I'm currently not using, I'm using the iPhone, using an Audio-Technica AT2020 microphone, and that's linked in to an Alesis. USB unit that plugs then back to the PC, and obviously that does the audio sound for me when I'm streaming. Great microphone, can't see me upgrading from it. The only thing I do need to do, if I ever get around to doing it, is getting some sound acoustics boards put up to try and soak in, you know, the noise of the room itself, because that's the only thing really that lets it down. The truck shifter that you see there is a skrs man shifter. Purchased that recently. If you're into your trucking games, I'd recommend it 100%. It adds to the realism of truckers completely. So ETS, it's a win. You know, yes, just for one game, £130 odd, £140 seems expensive, but to me, worth it. That's mounted to an SHH 3D printed gear shifter. Can do up to 8 speeds, or 7 with 1 reverse, or sequential via a switch and push down and rotate the stick. To me, again, a win-win with that one. You're looking at about £100. You know, are there better ones out there? Yes, but you're probably spending more than double the money to get significantly better. For me though, until I can decide what I want, ultimately what I really would like to have is the Heusinkveld sequential and their H-man shifter. However, there is no H-man shifter at this time. As far as I'm aware, they're developing one, but I haven't heard or seen anything in a long time about it, so I'm not expecting that to change anytime soon. So back to an overview of the rig itself. As you can see, 80/20 rig, using parts from the GTR rig that I had before, which was about £300, £350 off eBay. I do need to get a new seat. This seat is fine, it just creaks. I can't decide as to whether I want to go for a bucket seat, which will probably make it more awkward to get in and out because the screens are wrapped around quite close. I'm worried that if I go for a bucket seat of some form, that it's going to mean that I'll have to widen the angle of the screens, which isn't a problem, but I really do like the way the screens wrap around right now. So if I can find a seat that works, great. If not, I'll have to go for a similar design, or maybe just grab a seat out of a car somewhere and give that a go. It's all up in the air. As I say, I'm still looking to purchase something in the next month or so. But that's basically it. That's the rig. If you have any questions, if you want to see more, if you want to see some photos, actually what I will do, I'll get some photos done and I'll tag them onto the end of this, and hopefully that will give you an idea of what's there. And again, hit the comments down below, ask any questions, and I'll let you know. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.